Hi everybody, welcome to our module on the protection of heritage. In the last module, we heard about the various threats endangering heritage. One of the threats to heritage is the looting that's resulting from demands for artifacts. The illicit national and international trade in antiquities and that of colonial times have severe impact on heritage. We will now discuss some of the legal measures in place to protect heritage and their limitations. We start with the laws relevant for cultural objects looted and taken away, particularly in colonial times, and the issue of repatriation. There are international agreements and treaties that stipulate the protection of heritage. One of the first and still relevant conventions is the 1907 Hague Convention on the Laws and Customs of War on Land. Another is the Hague Convention for the Protection of Cultural Property in the Event of Armed Conflict and its protocols. These and other World Heritage Conventions are some of the instruments available for the protection of heritage. When it comes to claims and quests for repatriation of looted or expropriated objects, claimants may refer to the 1970 convention specified here. 1970 is indeed the year standard in heritage to apply due diligence in the acquisition of objects. However, the 1970 convention does not have a retroactivity clause and does not cover colonies' heritage kept in the metropoles. For example, it's estimated that Africa has 90% of its art outside the continent, yet only 50% of the African countries ratified the 1970 convention. But even if they had ratified, experience shows it does not help much in the repatriation of their objects taken during colonial times. Because of the non-state status of the former colonies, the objects are not seen as belonging to the source countries, and current international agreements are not retroactive. Hence, the measures taken until early 20th century have little relevance for the former colonies, and no former colony has been given back objects thanks to this. However, some UN initiatives have supported return cases. ICOM and the ICP-RCP have attempted negotiations in cases such as the Parthenon marbles and the Makonde Mosque. The latter was finally donated to Tanzania by its appropriators. However, many disputed objects remain in museums all over the world. When it comes to monuments, for example, World Heritage Sites, as already established, it's the domestic laws that are most critical. However, UNESCO tries to raise awareness of heritage under threat. It has, for example, a list of endangered World Heritage Sites. Similarly, organizations such as the World Monuments Fund make regular calls to enlist endangered sites on the World Monuments Watch List. Regarding watching heritage, policing has proved effective in some cases. Italy's Carabinieri Art Squad, recently formed, and the well-established Interpol are working on battling trade in antiquities. As we can see, some national and international methods and instruments concerned with heritage, both objects and monuments, have their successes, limitations, and challenges. We are also often facing a situation where the World Heritage Stamp and ratification of charters are merely symbols that bring no real change on the ground. Hence, this is particularly why human rights has been implemented to assert significance of cultural heritage in recent years. One milestone case is the ICC's first case on purely cultural heritage crime. This is the case of the destruction of a number of World Heritage Sites in Mali by Mr. El Mahdi, who pleaded guilty of having taken part in the destruction of the Timbuktu tombs. We will discuss this case extensively with legal experts in our case study. However, as you will see, it further raises questions such as what are the implications of this case for future heritage protection? Why Mali? Why not elsewhere? What are the political consequences of this for local people? How does this ICC case change the reality on the ground? Even the old 1954 convention stated that damage to any people's heritage is damage to humankind's heritage. So, why is this being applied now? Why is the heritage crime being prosecuted across the national borders and by the ICC? We will discuss this in later videos, and now we will hear from our experts on their views on what measures we can take to protect heritage. See you soon.